Yo, what's going on, everybody? TexasBoy91 here, and I am back. It has been a long time since I did one of these 3 and only 3s, and that's my mistake. I planned on doing one of these every single day except Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and all that jazz. But what had happened was I just got busy. Life just hit me. Got to go ahead and work. I plan on moving to LA this summer, but it turns out that's going to be next summer. But a lot of stuff you guys don't care about right now. So let's go ahead and get right back into the video. And I want to go ahead and apologize for my previous video after this one or before this one. I ended up recording the Silver Master set, and for some reason my audio was delayed. I don't know what's going on. I thought it was my microphone for a quick second, but because it was making these weird popping sounds, plus the audio would drop off. But whenever I do a live comm, it's always going to be the Elgato, and I had it for about 2 going on. I think it's been 2 or 3 years, maybe 4. It's been a long time since I had this Elgato. It was like the first thing I had back in month 13, so I have had it for a minute. And I think it's starting to go out on me, so I got to upgrade that piece of equipment very, very soon, as well as the microphone. And I plan on getting a PS4 as well in the next upcoming month. So I'm about to be spending a bunch of money on electronics next month. Good thing that is a tax write-off. So let's get into today's topic of 3 and only 3. And it's going to be very, very light. I'm going to keep it very, very simple for those that don't know what's going on here. So let's go ahead and explain the gimmick. So what is 3 and only 3? 3 and only 3 is a whack game show that I did not create. I stole for somebody who stole for somebody, and I'm pretty much going to keep doing it on my channel, so you guys can pretty much write whatever you want in the comment section below. And today's topic, if you guys can't already guess by the title and the thumbnail, is going to be what 3 and only 3 albums that you guys listened to this year that have been worth your money or worth your listen, like worth your time, because there haven't been many albums I heard this year, in my opinion, that have been good. There have been a lot of albums that I like. There are a lot of albums that come out every single year, and I buy a handful of them because I try to support my favorite artists, and a lot of those are just bad buys. And I got a bunch of bad buys in my on my iPhone right now. But what 3 and only 3 albums have you guys listened to this year, whether it be rock, rap, R&B, whatever your genre of music is, that you guys have listened to that was actually worth the money? And this is going to be a short list. I can pretty much tell you the albums that I didn't find entertaining or good listens. And let's go and start out with the most recent one, which is going to be Future's, what was it, DS2? Pretty dope cover, though. I mean, the album cover is pretty clean. I ended up buying that album. Kind of regret buying it because right now I have an iPhone. I have Apple Music, and I probably could have just listened to it and just not have bought it with my iTunes credit. But I wanted to give it a sample because everybody and their mama has been saying Future is dropping hits, like after hit after hit. Ever since the Sierra breakup, Future has been on just this rampage, dropping great music. And to be honest with you guys, I have never heard a Future track, right? I think Future is, in my eyes, I always have said this, Future and French Montana are some of the laziest rappers of all time. Because they don't really, I don't know what they're saying half the damn time. They just don't seem to be into it as much as like Kanye West or T-Pain. They just seem to be very, very just there. And I have no idea why I bought his album, considering that I really did not know how Future rapped. And the album has some banging beats. There's some pretty good tracks as well. There's like 3. And then besides that, it's like, it's not a good purchase. It's not a good purchase at all. There's a line in one of his albums, I think it's called, I don't even know the name of the song, but he says, we keep them hundreds with them 100s. We call that segregation. Like, that's just like poor rap nonsense. Like, I'm not a lyricist, but you don't say anything that dumb. Like, I will call you out on all this shit. Like, it's just, that doesn't make any sense. You guys can probably go on Twitter or on Facebook and find those photos of people making fun of rappers and making no sense in their damn songs. So the album, it has a couple bangers, but other than that, it pretty much is Future rapping the same way, talking about drugs, talking about hoes, talking about money. And I'm like, okay, I don't care about this right now. I really thought this was going to be very, very good and flame and be some emotional music that's going to be inspired by a breakup. And it wasn't. Because we had received great music after a crazy breakup, right? You had Amber Rose breaking up with Kanye West, and he dropped My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and that album was a classic. And then you had Amber Rose break up with Wiz Khalifa, and music he's put out since has not been that great. Anyway, yeah, so that's the album I regret buying. What else did I regret buying this year? I bought Meek Mill's album, which is actually on my list. He's like number 3 on my list. Meek Mill's Lord Knows, not Lord Knows album. Meek Mill's Money Worth More Than Dreams. Whatever the hell it's called. That album was really good. It has a few skippable songs on there, which is pretty much how I measure an album these days. I hate when people tell me the album's good and they name like 3 songs. An album has to be good from start to finish, because that means you spent your money. You spent good money on it. It means you spent your money well. If the album is good from start to finish, I mean, because it's an album. Like, I don't mind buying tracks. I don't mind spending $5 on 4 tracks from the album. I'm not going to spend $15 on a full album that has 3 bangers on it. That's just dumb. That's completely a waste of money. So Meek Mill's Money Worth More Than Dreams was really good to me. I enjoyed that album. Again, a lot of songs that are on it are, again, about money, drugs, hoes, and bitches and all that. But Meek Mill's just so loud, he yells in my ear, and he just raps like, he raps his ass off. Like, I enjoy Meek Mill. Plus, he gives me different styles here and there, whereas Future was pretty much just, where your ass was at when niggas didn't feed me. Like, it just, like, that song's banging, by the way, but, like, it just was the same shit. Same shit, after track, after track, after track, with a different beat in the background. But Meek Mill's album comes at number 3 on my list of albums that I paid for this year that were pretty dope. Also on that list at number 2, surprisingly, is going to be, like, this is a tough one because I don't know if it could be number 1 easily, but I'm gonna go ahead and do number 2 for Drake's album. If Reading This Is Too Late, that album was really, really good, and I'm not a big Drake fan. And the main reason why I'm not a Drake fan is because I hate his fans. His fans cape up for him so much. I had arguments back in high school when I was a senior with juniors saying Drake is the next big thing. I said, okay, he's good, but, like, I'm cool with him. He's great, but he's not better than this guy, and that guy. They can say, no, Drake's great. And then his, like, mixtape comes out. I'm like, yo, this shit's fire. I can rock with this mixtape, yo. Like, he had some bangers. It was great. And then Thank Me Later comes out, right? I think it's Thank Me Later. That was his first album, right? Yeah, Thank Me Later was the first album, and this motherfucker was singing. I'm like, okay, when is he gonna start to rap? And he rapped occasionally. Showed Me a Good Time's great. Over's great. But, like, was Over a second or first time? Anyway, like, he rapped a few times. There's just like, this dude does not want to be a rapper. And I'm all for R&B. Like, I love R. Kelly, but, like, let me know if you want to be an R&B singer so I can book you as an R&B singer in my mind. Like, don't come at me and say you want to be a rapper, and that you're a hardcore rapper, and that you can rap your ass off, which you can do, and then just go ahead and start singing. Like, that doesn't mess. That it makes me mad. It makes me completely mad. It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all that I get mad at Drake for trying to sing. You know, he can sing instead of rapping. I just think that guy's a better rapper than he is a singer, and I wish he would just keep rapping. And this album was really good this year. I enjoyed pretty much every track on there. Energy, I'm not a big fan of. Don't like the beat too much, but that album is also pretty dope. So that's the second best album I heard this year, and I did not mind spending my hard-earned money on. Thank you guys so much for watching this, by the way, because you guys are responsible for that Drake album being purchased. And number 1 is tough. Number 1 is tough because there are a lot of albums that I can choose, but, like, this one, above all others, stood out the most to me and doesn't have any skippable track on it whatsoever. But before I get to that album, let's go ahead and talk about the albums that did not make this list. And surprisingly, J. Cole's album did not make this list. J. Cole had a great album, no features on it, went double platinum, whatever the hell it went. It sold a lot of records. And I like J. Cole as a rapper. I just find J. Cole boring. I find his music boring. I like 2 songs off his album, 3. You guys hear me all the time with the No Role Models instrumental in my videos. You got Tell Two Cities, which is good for the hook only. And the hook only, I have no idea what J. Cole says the rest of that song, but I know the damn hook. Then you got Get Off My Dick. Whoa, like, he has, like, it bangs, and I love lyrics. It's funny, I'm like, I love bangers too, but, like, it's just not for me. I don't want to know how somebody lost their virginity to some girl by lying and saying he had sex before. I mean, that's not what I'm here for. Like, that's not why I listen to music. I listen to music just to, like, I don't listen to learn about your life story. Like, I kind of do and I kind of don't. But, like, I appreciate lyricism, but I also understand that I kind of want to go to the club sometime or a house party and just have some fun. And lyrics not gonna get her to have fun. And if she ain't having no fun, I ain't having no fun. That's how that shit works. Give you guys some game right now. So that's why his album was not on my list. What else came out this year? I know Vince Staples dropped the album, which is everybody's saying I should listen to. I may check it out. I got the Apple Music thing, so that might be what's on my next on my list. Also not on my list is gonna be Kendrick Lamar's album, and I'm told that it's very good by people that know more about things than I do. But in my opinion, the album is very, very dense. Like, it's really, really completely, like, wordy and dense, and I'm like, I don't really know how to feel about this album because I don't know exactly what he's trying to say. And I feel like if any artist comes out and tries to explain their art, it's not good because it's not easy to get. Like, you don't see Michelangelo, you don't see Picasso coming out saying this is what this art means. You pretty much look at it and whatever you feel is what it means. Kendrick's out here doing tours explaining what his album means. I'm like, yo, if you gotta explain your art's not good. And that's how I feel about that album. I do love King Kunta. I love the intro, and the best song that Kendrick Lamar put out this year is not even on the album. It's called Untitled. Go to YouTube, listen to it. That song is great. It's the best song he put out this year, and it's not even on the album. So Kendrick Lamar's album is not on my list because it's just way too dense for my comprehension. If you guys understand Kendrick's album, more power to you. Just me personally, I do not understand the album at all. I understand a little bit of it, just not the whole damn thing. And now on to the number one artist or album on my list, the album I liked above all others that had no skippable tracks whatsoever. Maybe one. Yeah, just one skippable track, but he gives you 2 bonus tracks and makes up for the skippable tracks. So technically, it still has one. The album I love the most this year comes from an artist known as Big Crit. Cadillactica is really good. That album is really good. Like, I need some more words for good. Like, I need to go to synonyms.com and find words for good. It is excellent. It is stupendous. It is the greatest thing I ever heard of all time. I don't know why I tried to go Stephen A there and went Triple H. It was weird. But yo, Cadillactica is really good in my eyes, and I love that album. I listen to it pretty much on a weekly basis. I don't know why I have that album has a hook on me, but that album, it bumps. It has some lulls that are great as well. Like, it's great. It's a great album. Better than anything I heard this year. If you guys don't like my list, let me know in the comments section below. And don't forget to craft your own list of the 3 and only 3 albums you guys heard this year that were good in your eyes. I'm sorry this was long. Like, I expect this to be around 10 minutes long, and here it goes being pretty damn long. So it might be around there. I gotta edit this shit still. But anyway, folks, that's the video. If you guys enjoyed this random 3 and only 3 about music, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm the Texas boy. Make sure this video has more likes than comments, and I'll catch y'all mother bleepers with tomorrow's video. Peace.